Here we have a Ceriatone, Ceriatone, no one knows how to say it, 50 watt Plexi50, and this is the 68 model. I think they have like 5 different versions of it, not sure how they're all different. So it has master volume, presence, bass, middle, treble, and then volume 1 and 2, which is your gain structuring. So I'll run through that. There's also a half power switch on the back, which changes the mode. It's like pentode, triode, diode, whatever, that whole thing. Instead of cutting the tubes in half, it changes how they like saturate. Anyway, so without further ado, that's how it cleans up just from the volume on your guitar. So I have volume 1 almost halfway and volume 2 all the way up. So you can really change how it responds based on how much volume you're pushing into the amp. So that's both of them at half volume, and now I'll turn them both all the way up. So with this amp, I'm not sure if the two gains are for different frequencies. Like, it seems like volume 1 impacts the high more, but I know some amps also have it where you control preamp saturation. So like each volume is for a different preamp tube, so it might be something like that. I'm not sure. This is both of them cranked. So I have presence at 8, and then we have bass at 6, middle at 4, and treble at 6. So that's the numbers on the amp, not faces on the clock. So I'm just going to scoop the mids real quick so we can see how metal it can get. So volume 1 has a push-pull pot where you can pull it out. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but this is what it pulled out. Pushed in. So I'm going to turn volume 1 all the way up and volume 2 all the way down so we can hear how that sounds. To me, it kind of reminds me of like a high water orange, really chimey and bitey. And volume 2, all the way up, can't really hear it. So it's kind of contingent on there being some volume in volume 1 for it to work. Now let's go to the half power switch on the back. So that's half power. So it changes the way it saturates, which is pretty cool, and it gives you a lower volume. So let's try a different input. We'll do input 2, and then I'll jumper them as well, and then that should be it. Oh, and then I'll crank the master volume for a minute. Let's see. I see. So volume 2, I think, is going to be for the second input. Yeah, and then let's alternate that. Do jumpered into input 1. See what that does. Switch it back, and I'll crank it for a second, and that'll be it. Okay. So this is going to be master volume cranked. Super fucking loud, dude. Alright.